Hi, everybody. This is Gene Mortensen, and welcome to Los Alamos High School girls volleyball. And tonight, the Hilltopper girls will be going up against the Belen Lady Eagles, coached by Victoria Sprague, and the Hilltoppers coached by Joe Palmer. And the game has gotten underway. We running a little bit behind here, so I apologize for that. But right now, it's a 5-1 ball game. The Hilltoppers up 5-1, and right now Belen will be serving. Anna Lee Chavez will serve, serving at 1-5. Hilltopper is coming into the ball. She serves an ace. So right off the bat, see, it's Anna Lely, actually, or Anna Lely. Can't tell. so Anna, so Anna Lily, I'll call her Anna Lily. Anna Lily Chavez serving. She gets the point with the ace, makes it 2-5. There's another zinger. That one goes up. That hits the speakers up. Got bumped up all the way up, hit the speakers up on the ceiling, but the Hilltoppers able to play it off of the speakers, and so the Hilltoppers now are going to set up. So Sylvia Holsinger with a hard shot is blocked at the net. Good defense right now by both teams. And now the Hilltoppers are going to set up Nadia Gallegos. Nadia is picked up by their libero, and then they bring it across. So we're going to have two hits. Is going to be the call on Belen. So the Hilltoppers now will bring into the ball game Celine Teliez, and Celine will drop. But no, I thought she's going to drop back to serve. She's going to join the front line and dropping back to serve for the Hilltoppers will be Nadia Gallegos, serving at 6-2. Nice serve comes across, and so now it's finally bumped across by the Eagles, and the Hilltoppers are going to set up Ashley Hammond. Hard shot by Hammond is played on the back line. They are able to get it up. They have to bump it over their head behind the back, and so a hard shot this time by Solen Tiliez. No return on that one, and that makes it now 7-2 here. Hilltoppers up 5 here in this. Hilltoppers coming into this ball game are 8-4. They won 5 of their last 6, and Belen really struggling so far this year. They're 0-6 on the season, so they're having a rough time. In the 6 games, they've only won 4 sets, and now they have a lot of confusion by the Eagles as the ball came up to the net, and there are 2 girls standing right there at the net, and both of them trying to decide which one should go for it. Neither one of them does. Well, the Hilltoppers now take the lead 8-2. It's going to be played from the back line, all the way from the back line by the libero, and the Hilltoppers head up Sylvia Holsinger. Boy, a hard shot by Sylvia, and that drops in. Hilltoppers now go up 9-2. So the Hilltoppers totally in command here in this ball game, in this first set. And we at the front line for the Hilltoppers, Ashley Hammond, Sylvia Holsinger, and Solen Tiliez. Serving for Los Alamos, Nadia Gallegos, and it's bumped across. I thought that was going to drop in. Los Alamos was completely out of position. They bumped it across toward the sideline just a little too long. Too long, comes over the sideline. That makes it now 10-2. Nadia serving. Played from the back line. They're going to bring it up to the front. And a hard shot this time taken by Araceli Franco. But that is blocked at the net right there with Sylvia Holsinger for Los Alamos to block it back. And so it makes it now 11-2. Nadia with the serve. Hard shot by the Eagles. The Hilltoppers can't return it. Well, they picked it up on the back line. It was a hard shot all the way to the back line. It was picked up, brought all the way up to the front, hit the net. And then, of course, once it comes up and hits the net like that, then you got to try to keep it alive and get it up. Hilltoppers couldn't. Boy, nice serve this time. Boy, beautiful serve this time by Belen. And as Mia Elena Tapia put that across, and then it was bumped. Hilltoppers trying to return it, but it was just knocked. Mason Lopez just able to two-hand and drop it down. Now we're going to have. So now the next serve by Mia Elena, and that's going to go wide. Makes it 12-4. And now serving will be Abby Leckel for Los Alamos. Hilltoppers leading 12-4 here in set 1. dug out nicely, and this time they're going to set up Danae Chavez. Chavez brings it across. The Hilltoppers then are able to set up Salim Telyez able to just push it across and down. Makes it now 13-4. Abby Leckel still serving for Los Alamos. We're in set one. And the earlier sets went in a hurry, which they usually don't. And Abby with an ace. So Abby puts it through with an ace. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by the head coach of the Eagles, Victoria Sprague. But looking at their records, the Belen has in their 6 games, they've only won 4 sets in the sits then. So their sets in the 6 games, their games either went 3-1, 3 sets to 1, or 3 sets to 0. And they lost to Espanola and to St. Michael's. We haven't played Espanola yet. We took St. Michael's to 5 sets, or they took us to 5 sets, however you want to look at it. St. Michael's won that ball game. And then Grants and Mayamura and Moriarty and Bloomfield all victorious over Belen. So now Abby Leckel once again will serve. Serving now at 14-4. And I don't know what the delay is here, but we're finally, here we go. Abby with a little floater. That should have been an easy play, but had 2 girls going for it at the same time, and they both just stuck their fists out there to bump it up, and it just went way awry, and I mean way awry. Makes it now 15-4. Abby fires one toward the back line, played there by the libero, and now bumped across over her head. Danae Chavez. Hilltoppers pick it up. Great play this time now by Belen to save it. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds. They save it. The Hilltoppers get it to Angelina Pasalacqua, and she just slams it right into Danae Chavira. So Danae Chavira trying to go with them and can't. No successful block. Just dropped right down in front of her. And boy, wow, what an ace from Abby Leckel that time. That was a rocket, and it serving from the right side, came right down on the left sideline, and they just didn't have any chance. 17-4. Takes a little bit off of this serve, and now they're going to set up. They have to bring it across this time. Marina Montano, and the Hilltop gets to Ashley Hammond. Boy, perfect set for Ashley. That coming from Solin Telyez. And boy, Ashley, she massacred that thing. 18-4 right now is the score. And Abby still serving. Well, she's been on a roll here. This one is not going to be played back. So I guess you could call it an ace, but they did make a old college try down there, Belen. Not able to get it back across. So Abby Leckel still serving. I'm not sure how many in a row that she has served up to this point. Almost got an ace again. And then they set up Marina Montano. And then Montano going up for the shot, but right there for the Hilltoppers is Angelina Pasalacqua, and along with Ashley Hammond for the double block kill. That makes it now 20-4 here in set one. Best 3 out of 5 sets. So Belen, normally a good program, they're struggling this year. And fortunately for Belen, and the Hilltoppers right now are at 8-4, and they kind of been running in streaks. They lost their first match to St. Michael's 3-2, 3 sets to 2, and that came right down to the absolute wire. It was, of course, the 5th set. You played a 15. It was 13-13. Talk about that a little bit later. But anyway, Abby Leckel now will serve once again, serving at 20-4. This one, boy, that was going to go long, way long. And so, but Anna Lily Chavez decides to go ahead and play it. Makes it now 21-4. It just went straight up off her arm. That comes in that open area, the little floaters, but they played nicely by Belen. A shot across by this time by Danae Shavira. Hilltoppers almost didn't get it. I thought that was going to drop in, and then they do bring it across, and then Belen trying to set it up to the front, and they actually set up Solin till yes, and all Solin had to do was just push it straight down, 22-4, and now they're going to set up Danae Shavira, and she goes into the net, 23-4. And so Abby Leckel, she's been serving back there forever. So Abby will bring it across. It's going to be bumped up to the front. Just pushed across by Belen. They couldn't get anything on it, really. And so Solin Teliez, she has her shot blocked. Boy, beautiful block that time. As teaming up, right there was Mason Lopez along with Danae Shavira. Double block kill for those two girls. Makes it now 5-23 and serving. And into the net goes Marina Montano. So that makes it 24-5. So we come to set point. And I know this is kind of pointless, but right now with 19, Hilltoppers with 19 set points. And serving for the Hilltoppers, Anna Kirkland. So Anna serving almost back to the wall. And dug out by the libero for the Belen. And the Hilltoppers are bringing it across. And the Hilltoppers, and I don't think they expected this return by Mason Lopez. It was the Hilltoppers, they just weren't ready for it. And she just took it on one. She didn't bother with the let's go to 3 hits. She just took it on the first one. Serve comes across, going to be played by Abbe Leckel. Now Bree Nieto, the libero for Los Alamos. She bumps it across, and then pushing it across with the left hand was Ana Lily Chavez. And the Hilltoppers, boy, what a shot by Solin Teliez. Wow. I mean, she put a rocket back and right up against the libero. And the libero, I do believe the libero. I'm trying to look down here. Well, not sure who the libero is. Let's see. They're going to saying libero is number 10. I don't have a number 10. Sorry. But we'll see if we can find out. But anyway, that brings the first set to a close, and 25-4. So the Hilltoppers take the first set easily, and unfortunately for Belen, the Belen girls are outgunned here tonight. Hilltoppers win that contest easily, and so now they'll come up for number 2 here. But the Hilltoppers started things off against St. Michael's. Came right down to 5 sets. And as I was saying, after play the 5th set to 15, it was 13-13. And St. Michael's was serving, and a young lady for St. Michael's stepped behind the service line, and 2 aces to close out the ball game. 13-13, 5th set, and 2 aces to win the contest. And then the Hilltoppers then lost to Santa Fe. And then they beat Santa Fe, I'm sorry. And then they came back to lose to St. Pius. Then they went on a 2-game winning streak, defeated Shiprock and let's see, now Shiprock and then somebody else in the tournament up there in Farmington. I didn't pick that up, and then they ended up losing to Goddard and down in Roswell. Then they went on a 5-game winning streak. Beat Hobbs, Santa Fe Prep, Sandia Prep, Capital, Piedra Vista. And right now they just lost the other night to Santa Fe. So they had won 5 of their last 6. Right now they're 8-4 on the season. And see, looking at the Hilltoppers, see, they've scored 27. They won 27 sets and lost 17 so far. Let's see, is that right? Well, anyway, so 3, 4. Well, anyway, we'll get things ready to go here for set number 2. The Hilltoppers winning the first set 25-4 over the Belen Lady Eagles, and easy win for the Hilltoppers, and the well, let's see if we can find out who the libero is. I'll see if we get the opportunity. But anyway, right now we're not ready to go, and so Brini Nieto will come in as the libero for Los Alamos. And so we've introduced this. We got the starting lineups all set up, and now the libero's all set up. So now we're ready to go, and we'll start things off with Angelina Pasalacqua. And she'll serve. Nice serve comes across. And now they set up Dinesh Shavira. Shavira pushes it toward the back line. Hilltoppers have a lot of trouble getting it back across, but they finally do. And then a nice little short off-pace shot taken by Belen. And then Nadia Gallegos with a little soft shot. And that one is dug out beautifully by Belen. And then they bring it right back to Nadia. This time she says, no more softies. And she powers it down. The Hilltoppers take a 1-0 lead. So Angelina Pasalacqua once again will serve. So Angelina comes out to the back line, and now they're going to set up. Nice shot across that time from Annaleli Chavez. And the Hilltoppers have get called for double in the net. So one of the Hilltopper girls ends up in the net, makes it a 1-1 ball game, and now dropping back to serve would be Samantha Wells. So Samantha, a 5-foot sophomore. The Hilltoppers are going to set up. Wow. Wow. What a shot that time by Mayella Krantz. Wow. Mayella Krantz, she just murdered that thing. Just a 6-foot junior. Well, she got a great set that time. That one came from Nadia Gallegos, and boy, she just powered it across. So the service goes over to Los Alamos. Bella Aguilar serving an ace. So Bella starts things off in her first serve with an ace. That makes it now 3-1. Hilltoppers up by 2 here in set 2, winning the first set 25-4. And so Bella Aguilar set once again. Set, boy, they bump it up to Mayella once again. Mayella Crush, she just kind of just waiting for it. And they just bumped it right to a perfect set. Boy, and she took complete 100% advantage of that. So Bella Aguilar once again will serve at 4-1. Beautiful serve. Wow. A rocket, but it hit the tape and then just rolled across over the tape and dropped in. But that was going to be trouble anyway. That had all kinds of zing on it, but the tape really stopped it. But it had so much power, it just kept right on going. Comes to the libero, and now they're going to set up. Now this time, Caitlin Lopez. Caitlin's shot is long. That's going to make it 5-1. And now they will bring in Danae Shavira. She'll replace Mia Elena Tapia. And so the Annaleli Chavez will serve at 2-5. Nice serve picked up. Hilltoppers have to play it from the 10-foot line. Comes across to the libero. They're going to set up Danae Shavira. Shavira pushes it across into the backcourt. Hilltoppers now are going to set up over on that left side. And Callie Goda, boy, I'm telling you, Callie, just a junior, but she whacked that thing down the left sideline. That makes it now 6-2, and Nadia Gallegos will serve, and the front line is Mayella Krantz. And along with Cali Goda, shot by the. Oh, they're going to call that in. I thought that was actually thought that was out, but a nice shot that time from by Samantha Wells. Samantha just 5 feet tall, a sophomore. Perfect down that left sideline. That makes it now 6-3. And this one across by Cali Goda for the Hilltoppers. Return is partially blocked at the net. Now they're going to set up Goda again. Cali takes a little bit off of it. Nice play by Belen to get it back. And then we're going to have I'm not sure what they're calling here, but I don't know if they call one of the girls in the net or what, but anyway, it goes against Belen. And so they'll bring in now Abby Leckel. Abby, who just went ahead and essentially almost finished out that set. I don't know how many she had in a row, but she got it all the way up to 24. And no return this time by Belen as Abby brings it. They brought it up to the front line, and then the front line couldn't do anything with it. 8-3. And Abby serving again. Libero picks it up at the 10-foot line. They're going to set up once again Danae Chavera. Chavera brings it across. Hilltoppers give it to Solin Telyez. And Telyez, well, it was blocked at the net, but I think that was actually 4 hits. It never came across. So now checking in is Nevaeh Armijo. And she'll serving at 4-8. And this is going to be played off of both of Bella Aguilar and Bree Nieto, both going for it at the same time. And when they both stick their arms out there and they stick those fists out there, and then the ball just can go any which way it wants, and that's exactly what it did. Long serve going out of bounds was played by Bree Nieto, brought across by Abby Leckel, and then a nice shot this time by Mason Lopez for Belen. And she goes up now. She blocks it again. Two blocks in a row by Mason Lopez. Wow. 6-foot junior. She had control of that net at that point. And Nevaeh Armijo serving. And now they're going to set up. Solin Telyez. Telyez brings it across, and now they're going to Cali Goda. Wow. And Cali Goda down that left sideline. And boy, I tell you, that thing had flames coming out the back of it. That was right down that left sideline, 9-6. And so now Cali will go back to serve for Los Alamos. So Cali Goda will serve. And at the front line for the Hilltoppers, we have Angelina Pasalacqua, along with Solin Telyez and Michelle Macias. So they bump it up to Angelina Pasalacqua. She tries to get it up to Solin Telyez, but Solin can't get it across. It makes it now 7-9. So after a 25-4 first set victory for Los Alamos, Belen playing much better here in this second set. Bree Nieto goes to the floor to get that one. She not only dove, she slid. And she did keep it alive, and so the Hilltoppers end up getting the point. Now dropping back to serve for Los Alamos will be Bree Nieto. And Bree's a 5'4" senior. And this one, Belen having a lot of trouble with it, but they do finally get it across. They're going to set up now Michelle Macias. Nice shot by Michelle, dug out by the Belen libero. And they bring it up to the front. A nice hit by Ana Lily Chavez. And then Nadia Gallegos takes a little bit off of it. Not a dink, but just a little soft shot down the right sideline. That makes it now 11-7, and Bree will serve once again. Hilltoppers up by 4 here in set 2. Won the first set. So this one is bumped up and then pushed toward the back line. They're going to set up Nadia. Nadia, she just kind of a little soft shot and then diving to the floor and bumping it up. Nevaeh Armijo bumped it right back to Nadia. Perfect set I mean, perfect. Right back to Nadia, so she just slammed it down. Makes it now 12-7 with Bree Nieto serving. This is going to go long, but Belen started to go for it, and then decided against it. Let's see if I can pick up the libero. Oh, Maury. I thought Maury was going to announce that the libero was serving. I thought Maury was going to announce that she was serving, and so we're going to have Belen into the net, and we're going to say that was Marina Montano got into the net, so that point goes to Los Alamos. That makes it now 13-8, and Angelina Pasalacqua will go back to serve, a 5'9" sophomore, and she is one fantastic server if she gets on a roll. And there's an ace right off the bat. Angelina, she can get on a roll, and just like Abby did, and she's tough to stop. But she just dials up an ace for her first serve, makes it now 14-8, and Angelina will drop back all the way back to the wall, and so now she's going to just run up a few steps and power it. This one's going to go. I thought that was going to also be an ace, but Belen is able to play it back. They're going to set up this time, and the shot comes over now to Mayela Krantz. And so Mayela, well, they're going to say her shot was wide. I thought it was in. She was on the right side, went to the left side. I thought it was in. They rule it out. So Belen with the serve, and there's an ace by Samantha Wells. So Samantha Wells comes up with the ace, makes it now 10-14. A lot different ball game and a lot different set than this time than that first set. And here comes Nadia Gallegos. Hard shot picked up by the libero. They're going to set up and trying to slam it across as Anna Lily Chavez mistimed her jump and ends up pushing it into the net. So the Hilltoppers now they're going to see they bring in right now Bella Aguilar. She will serve coming back into the ball game for the Hilltoppers is Callie Goda, and she will join Mayela Krantz and Nadia Gallegos on the front line. Nice hit across this time by Marina Montano. Hilltoppers get it to Callie Goda. Callie, just a flat-footed shot, but a hard shot. Picked up nicely by Belen. They're going to bring it up to the front again. Callie with another shot. This one is blocked at the net. And I'm not sure what they called. Well, she blocked it. The girl, Belen Burrow, blocked it back into the open court of the Hilltoppers, but they give it to the Hilltoppers. So we're not getting a whole lot of signals from the umpire, chair umpire. Hard shot that time. And boy, I mean, and once again, it was Callie Goda. And boy, she just powered it off of one of the Eagles to make it now 17-10. So 17-10 right now. So the Hilltoppers, but the Hilltoppers they lost one, won one, then they lost, then they won two, then they lost one, then they won five, and then they lost one more, and of course they should easily win this ball game. 17-10 right now. They're already up one set, 25-4. And we have timeout that's taken by Victoria Sprague of the Eagles. So Victoria takes her first timeout. You get 2 timeouts per set. And so coming out of the timeout, the Hilltoppers will serve, and they will get the ball right now to Bella Aguilar. Bella, a 5'6" senior. She zings one all the way to the back line, picked up by the libero. Has to be just bumped across with both hands by Marina Montano. They bring it up to the front, up to Callie Goda. Callie with a hard shot, and comes across and then pushed back by Samantha Wells, and that one is going to go wide left. I didn't think it was going to make it that far. She was already over all the way on the right side of the court, pushed it toward the left side, and somehow it floated out of bounds, so it just kind of sailed on her. It was a moonball floater type thing, and Belen ends up setting up this time Gracie Padilla, and Gracie trying to get it across. She just pushes it into the net. And the Hilltoppers are up now 19-10. And Angelina Pasalacqua, she's out there laughing in her mask, but her glasses fell off. And Joe Palmer quickly retrieves them for her. So the serve comes from Bella Aguilar, Hilltoppers, and now they're going to set up Nadia Gallegos. Boy, great dig out on a hard shot by Nadia. The libero for the Belen. Beautiful defense that time. Bella Aguilar still serving it 20-10. And now we're going to have a new girl come into the game. We haven't seen her yet. Her name is Brooke De Leon. I don't have a height. She's a tall girl. She's at least 6 feet and just a freshman. Bella Aguilar, nice serve. That's going to be an ace. So 21-10. And Bella will serve once again, up by 11 here against the Eagles. Already won their first set 25-4. And this one was fairly competitive. Hilltoppers were only up by 4 at one point, about midway through this ball game, or this set. And another ace now by Bella. So 22-10. But the Belen had started off a lot better than they had. And about halfway through the set, it was a 4-point margin for the Hilltoppers, but the Hilltoppers have really taken over ever since. Marina Montano, hard shot. They get it up to Angelina Pasalacqua, and then her shot toward the back line just sails a little bit long. 22-11, coming back to serve. Brooke De Leon, the freshman. It's the first time we've seen her serve in this ball game. Down by 11-22 right now. She just puts a kind of a floater all the way to the back line. They get it over to Hilltoppers to Mayela Krantz. And this one's going to go from the right side to the left side, and it's going to sail wide. Makes it 12-22. Brooke De Leon serving. Comes to Brinieto, and they're going to set up Callie Goda. Hard shot by Callie. Nice play by the libero. Comes right back to her. So she bumps it all the way from the back court. Nadia Gallegos with a hard shot. Played nicely by Belen. They do bring it back again. And this time now Angelina Pasalacqua going to set up Callie Goda. And Callie puts it into the open court right in front of the back line. That makes it now 23-12. So, and Nadia Gallegos will drop back to serve for the Hilltoppers. And back there with her will be Bella Aguilar and Angelina Pasalacqua in that back court. So Nadia, her serve played nicely by Belen. Comes over. They're going to set up Solen Tellez. Tellez's shot is partially blocked at the net, picked up by the Eagles. They get it over now to Danae Chavera. Chavera brings it across. They set up now Mayela Krantz, and Krantz takes it into the net. It makes it now 13-23. The front line for Los Alamos right now as they move up Angelina Pasalacqua, Solen Tellez, and Callie Goda. And the serve, nice serve that time by Caitlin Lopez. Hilltoppers had a lot of trouble playing that one. And they do bring it back across, and then the bump up from the back comes all the way up to the front of the net. And then both of them going for it was Caitlin Lopez, and along with Mayela Krantz. And Mayela won that ball game easily, 24-13. Hilltoppers 11 set points right now. And Belen having a lot of trouble trying to decide what to do with that one. So Solen Telguez sets it up. It's blocked at the net, but it goes out of bounds off of Belen. So that makes it now, that ends set number 2, and that's going to make it now 25-13 in favor of the Hilltoppers. So they win the first set 25-4. They win the second set 25-13. So the schedule for us right now is our next game will be on Friday, as everything else is out of town until then. The Hilltopper football team will take on the Farmington High School Scorpions, and it's going to be a tough one for Los Alamos. Farmington ranked very high in the class ratings, in the Class 4 ratings, and I'm not sure where they are right now. The last time I looked, I think they were a couple of weeks ago. They were number 3. But that's about where they are right now at this point. So it's and they're tough. They're going to be very tough. The Hilltoppers coming off of a wild ball game in Las Vegas, where they went down and played West Las Vegas there, and a lot of fun. Now Phil Scher joined us. He broadcast with me for 2 years when he was with the sports writer here. He's now the editor of the Las Vegas Optic up there. So he joined us on the broadcast. It was nice to get together with Phil once again. But boy, what a wild ball game. 106 points scored between the two teams, and 74-32 was the score. And amazing. But it was just, Hilltoppers had 3 runbacks, 3 kickoff runbacks for touchdowns, 3 in a row. They ran it back. They ran one back and then scored and got the ball back the next time. And then the Las Vegas able to go down and score. Kicked off. We ran that one back. Same thing. Ran that one back. Ran the third one back. And I always thought we were going to go for 4 as we got it all the way across midfield on the run back. But couldn't make it any further than that. But it was just a wild game of one running back after another on both teams, just taking off and heading down the field. So it's this Friday this will be district play. So the non-district is over, and as somebody said, the soft part of the schedule is over, and so right now, and it's a Hilltopper sitting at 3-3, 3 wins and 3. Let's see, is it 3-3? Yes, 3-3. So they have not played a district contest yet. So Farmington will be the first district contest of the season, and we're about ready to go here. And 25-13 was the score on that second set. Anyway, to start things off with, after we get the liberos into the contest, and their libero is wearing a number 10, and I don't have a number 10. The 2 girls that are listed as liberos are, let's see, we have number 3 and number 8. So one of those 2 girls. I thought I was hoping that Maury would announce when the libero went back to serve that he was going to announce her name, but he never got around to it. And I'm here by myself tonight. So, and John McHale is off, and Nate Lindback off taking pictures right now. So we'll open things up to get Hilltoppers, bring it to Nadia Gallegos. Nadia's shot is blocked at the net. Great save by Los Alamos. As that thing would hit the net, was rolling straight down, diving to the floor that time was Sylvia Holsinger. Kept it alive, got it up and over the net, but then Belen's able to just take advantage of that and just cram that one down, and Belen takes a 1-0 lead as they serve. Nadia Gallegos And boy, she just zings that one off of Samantha Wells, the 5-foot sophomore. All she could do was just watch that zing by as she tried to stick her fists out there to try to stop it. They had no chance. And so now Bella Aguilar will serve once again for Los Alamos. And had a good job behind that service line tonight. Comes all the way to the back line, picked up by the libero. And then Marina Montoya brings it across, but she knocks it right into the waiting double block kill of Nadia Gallegos and Sylvia Holsinger. So Bella will serve once again. Hilltoppers leading 2-1 in this set and 2 sets to nothing. Best 3 out of 5 sets. So it comes up to the back line. The Hilltoppers are going to set up. Ashley Hammond. Hammond's shot is blocked. And now they're going to bring it back to Hilltoppers. They set up Sylvia Holsinger, and the senior puts it into the net. 2-2 ball game. And so Anna Leah, they're saying her name is Anna Leah, and she serves it into the net. Finally learn her name, and she serves it into the net. Nadia Gallegos will serve. And this one bumped all the way back toward the wall and is saved by the libero as she finally brings it up into play. Hilltoppers have to play it from the back court. Angelina Pasalacqua, that's Bella Aguilar, had to play it all the way from the halfway back into the 10-foot court. Now we have a Belen player down and favoring. It looks like she's twisted her ankle. Mick Matuzak will come out and take over and do the honors for Los Alamos take good care of that Belen girl. So 4-2 is that stops play right now in set 3. Hilltoppers winning the first one 25-4, winning the second one 25-13, and the young lady who is down is Caitlin Lopez. They're going to help her up, and she's not putting any weight at all on her left ankle. So they help her off the court. And so I'm pretty sure she twisted her ankle. I don't think there's any question about it. Mick Matuzak now working with her. So Nadia Gallegos is going to serve for the Hilltoppers. She'll serve at 4-2. And I think we're about ready to go here. So Nadia comes to the back, played nicely, and then they're going to set up Danae Shavira. Shavira brings it across, and then Tellez finds the open court, diving for it that time, the libero, and so it'll come across. That point goes to the Hilltoppers, make it 5-2. Nadia serving. Up to the front it comes, and then quickly across by Belen. They wasted no time on that one. And now Ashley Hammond, who usually smashes them, decides that she's going to just take a little half-speed shot from the left to the right, and that one sails on her. Makes it now 3-5. And coming in to serve is Gracie Padilla for the Eagles. Nice serve by Gracie. And that's going to come all the way across to the front line. That one is bumped back across by Mason Lopez. And then so Mason had a beautiful block, and then tries to bring it across. It's going to sail long. Makes it now 6-3. And serving is Abby Leckel. So Abby, see if she can get that service game of hers going again. Long return that time by Danae Shavira. So that'll make it 7-3. And Abby will serve. Serve at 7-3. Nice serve, played beautifully by the libero. And then they set up that time Marina Montano, but just waiting for it is Solian Tellez along with Ashley Hammond. And double block kill for those two girls. 8-3. And Abby comes to the backcourt play. They're going to set up Danae Shavira. She takes a lot off of it. And Hilltoppers have to, Abby Leckel has to dive to the floor to try to keep it alive, and Hilltoppers cannot get it across. So the point goes to Belen and makes it now 4-8. And Nevaeh Armillo will come in to serve, down by 4 here in set number 3. Comes to Brini Eto, and Sylvia comes up to Selene Tellez, picked up by the libero, and then she makes a nice set, perfect set once again for Solian. That's been happening this whole contest, and this time Solian really takes advantage, and she really clobbers it. Makes it now 9-4, and then Anna Kirkland now comes into the ballgame for Los Alamos, and she will serve up by 5. So Anna just barely clears the net, picked up by the libero, and then Mason Lopez pushes it across, picked up by the Hilltoppers, and boy, there's a beautiful block at the net. Wow, teaming up that time. The block kills Samantha Wells along with Mason Lopez, and boy, I mean, they just put up a wall, those two of them. And so now dropping back to service, Danae Shavira. Shavira comes up to Abby Leckel. And Brini Eto has to play it all the way from in the back court, brought back up by Belen, and we have Belen in the net. And no, let me correct that. Los Alamos in the net. They're going to say Michelle Macias was in the net. So Danae Shavira will serve at 6-9. Brini Eto picks it up. They're going to set up Holsinger. All right. Selene Tellez. And boy, I mean, there's a rocket for you. I mean, all the way to the back line in the wide open court. And she really pasted it down. And now Mia Elena Tapia comes into the ball game, but the Hilltoppers will send Brini Eto back to serve. So Bree's serve is picked up and now bumped back across by Samantha Wells for Belen. And now Michelle Macias gets the set and can't get up high enough. This time her jump goes into the net, makes it now 7-10. So let's see. Let's see if I can find out who that is. Oh, it's Jocelyn Sanchez. That's the libero. Here we are halfway through the third set, and I finally figured it out. I told you it was either number 3 or number 8. And it turns out it's number 3. So she will serve when they come out of the timeout. Timeout taken by the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers up 10-7. Joe Palmer wants to talk things over, and so he in front. And right now it's 7:02, and this game got off probably about 10 after 6. So there's and normally they don't get off. They rarely get off before 6:30, and about 10 after 6. So right now we're still short an hour, and this ball game this whole thing could be over in about an hour. Played on the back line, looked like it's going to go long. Michelle Macias gets the set, and now comes up to the front. Nice bang across by Anna Lee. By Anna Lee. There goes Anna Lee once again. Hilltopper girls, 2 girls dive, but both of them go down for the ball, and they both dive into it. And so Jocelyn Sanchez right now is serving. She's going to serve at 8-10. So So once again, Belen hanging in there. Jocelyn Sanchez, almost an ace. Hilltoppers are able to finally dig it out. They get it up the front, push across this time by Samantha Wells, and that was a mistake because the Hilltoppers easily set up Nadia Gallegos. And so Samantha had no chance to fool anybody with that little quick second, well, on the second hit, just pushing it across. And that just set up Nadia perfectly. So Angelina Pasalacqua will serve. And so Samantha Wells, who tries to go up against Nadia. Samantha is 5 foot. And Nadia is listed at 6'1". I don't think there was too much of a contest there. 12-8 is Angelina still serving for Los Alamos. And comes up to the front. Samantha Wells has to just simply bump it across. Now the Hilltoppers, they finally do get it up to Michelle Macias. I didn't think they were going to get it up to the front line, but they do. Nice save by the Eagles. And they get it to Gracie Padilla, and then they set up Michelle Macias. And Michelle this time, boy, I mean, she really powers this one down. So that makes it now 13-8, and Angelina Pasalacqua will drop back to serve for the Hilltoppers. So Angelina, nice. An ace from Angelina. And that was one of those little floaters. They just kind of put a little bit of elevation on them. And it comes down into that open court. There's always an open court right there in the middle. And if they don't get back and play it properly, you see a lot of aces drop in that particular area. Played by the Hilltoppers. They're going to bring it up to Michelle Macias. Michelle, beautiful shot. Wide open court. She didn't take a whole lot off of it, and she didn't zing it either. But she just perfect velocity down into the wide open court. Makes it 15-8. And Angelina, so Pasalacqua serving again. This one was going to go out of bounds, but it's played by the libero. And they bring it up now to Annalie Chavez, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Belen at 16-8. So the Hilltoppers in complete control of this contest. They won the first ball set 25-4. They won the second set 25-13. Right now they're up by 8 here in the third set, 16-8. They played 4 sets to 25. It's the best 3 out of 5. And in the fifth set, the final set, they played at 15. And junior varsity's 2 out of 3. So the third set is played to 15. They have to go there. But I don't think there's going to be any danger tonight of going to 5 sets in this contest. Hilltoppers winning the first 2 sets and right now in total control of this third set. So the timeout taken by Victoria Sprague. And she's going to... Victoria, very, very tall girl. So we are ready. And here comes Angelina. So Pasalacqua comes all the way to the back line, picked up by the libero and then pushed across. And no return by the Hilltoppers. I thought maybe they're going to be able to play it, but Gracie Padilla just pushed it across. The Hilltoppers weren't expecting it. Now it goes to 9-16. Serving will be Samantha Wells, 5-foot sophomore. Serve comes all the way to the back line. It's bumped all the way to the front. Hilltoppers have a lot of trouble. I don't know how they got that thing back across the net, but they did. And now the Hilltoppers once again in control as they get it to Sylvia Holsinger. Holsinger's shot is brought back easily by Belen, and now Belen is going to set up. Boy, nice shot that time coming from Marina Montano. Boy, and that was pretty. She found the open court. That makes it now 10-16. And Samantha Wells still serving for the Eagles. This one comes all the way to the back line. to Sylvia Holsinger. And Holsinger, I don't know how. No, I thought sure that was at least 2 hits or 4 hits, but they don't call anything. And it fell. I mean, it looked like the Hilltoppers were playing it into the, like playing off the, like playing off the wall, like throwing a ball against the wall. They went into the net about 3 or 4 times. I don't know how in the world they got away with it, but I miscounted somewhere. 17-10. Right now, Bella Aguilar serving for Los Alamos. And so nice serve comes into the backcourt, diving for it that time and popping it back up. Mia Elena Tapia, but right there waiting for it for the Hilltoppers, Nadia Gallegos, along with Ashley Hammond. Here's that little floater, comes from Bella, and but pushed across by Belen. Now the Hilltoppers are going to set up Ashley. Hard shot by Ashley. Nice play by Jocelyn Sanchez, the libero. And they set up Annalie Chavez, and Annalie puts it long. And so that makes it now 19-10. And coming back into the ballgame is Brooke De Leon for Belen. And serving for Los Alamos, Bella Aguilar. Serving at 19-10. Little floater comes to the 10-foot line. Going to be picked up there. Marina Montano puts it too much on it. It's going to go long. That makes it 20-10. Hilltoppers have doubled the score here against the Lady Eagles. And so Bella once again ready to serve. Zinger, wow. And it comes all the way to the back line, and it's bumped all the way to the front line by Mia Elena Tapia, and just standing there waiting for it. I mean, chomping at the bit, boy, and that was Nadia Gallegos, and she just powers it down. And so then Victoria Sprague takes her second time out, and so that makes it 21-10, and of course, they have no timeouts left. The Hilltoppers have 1 timeout left, and we're in the third set. The Hilltoppers 4 points away from the match. So it's 21-10. So four points for the match. And we come out of the timeout. Bella Aguilar will serve for the Hilltoppers. And let me correct this thing here for John. This that's number 10. She's number 10. Okay. So Bella Aguilar with an ace. Makes it now 22-10. And long serve. So Bella, we haven't really seen it. I think that's maybe the first long serve we've had. We've had some that have been very close, but Belen has played most of them. And so right now, Brooke De Leon will serve. Serving at 22-11, or 11-22, actually. Nieto picks it up. The Hilltoppers are going to set up. Sylvia Holsinger, her shot dug out by Samantha Wells. And then they bring it up and they set up Marina Montano. And Marina puts it into the open court. Next to now 12-22. And they'll flip the ball back to Brooke De Leon. And she'll serve down by 10, 12-22. Comes all the way to the backcourt, picked up by Bree Nieto. And they bring it all the way up to the front. This time to Angelina Pasalacqua. And a perfect set for Nadia Gallegos. Makes it now 23-12. And Nadia will rotate back behind the service line. And we have Ashley Hammond and Sylvia Holsinger and Celine Telliez on the front line for Los Alamos. And Nadia's first serve goes wide. Wide left. So that makes it now 13-23. And serving Gracie Padilla. Down by 10 here in set 3. Nice serve by Gracie, just barely clears the net. They're going to set up Ashley Hammond. Ashley goes into, she powers it into the net. That makes it 14-23. And so Gracie will serve. Another Zinger that just clears the net. Hilltopper set up Sylvia Holtzinger. Hard shot by Sylvia. Played nicely by Samantha Wells. Brings it up to Gracie, to Marina Montano. Montano can't get it across the net. Abby Leckel now will come in for Los Alamos, and she's going to get the honors to hopefully serve out this match. And she's done a fantastic job of serving so far. And right now the Hilltoppers with 10 match points. And I thought she was going to come up with an ace on this one, but they do bring it back across. And here comes Ashley Hammond. Great play by Jocelyn Sanchez, the libero. They bring it up to the front. Now they're going to set up Nadia Gallegos, and Nadia hits it into the double block kill attempt by the Lady Eagles, and that's Mason Lopez, and she was teaming up that time with Danae Shavira, but that'll do it. So it's 25-14 is the final set. So the Hilltoppers take it 25-4, 25-13, and 25-14. So the Hilltoppers now go to 9-4 on the season, and the Belen, who is having a lot of trouble so far this season, they dropped to 0-7. But we're coming right around the corner. We're coming up to district play. So the teams there need to get tuned up, because the district play is going to start anytime the football district play starts on Friday. The Hilltoppers will entertain Farmington, and then they'll have an open week, and then they'll go to Piedra Vista, and then Iamira will come here after that. And in the final game of the season, Hilltoppers will go to Capital for football, and that will wrap up the football season. And then right around the corner, of course, basketball, but right now we've got a lot of soccer going on and a lot of volleyball still to go. So we still have a lot of everything to go, actually, so far here in this season. So, and it's been nice to get back to kind of a regular season after that COVID mess we went through last year. But it is really nice now to see, really nice to have a semblance of an actual regular season. So, it's just they still have some COVID restrictions and stuff, but it actually hasn't been that bad. So, anyway, that will do it. The final score, the Hilltoppers take it 3-0 over the Eagles, and at 4, 13, and 14, the three scores. So that will do it for us, and we'll be back on the air on Friday night. Well, actually, and you can tune in to the interview with Garrett Williams, and that interview will go off somewhere around 6:30. We haven't had a chance for the interview the last couple of weeks. I've been out of town, and so haven't had a chance to interview Garrett, but let's see if we can remedy that this week and get over there. Garrett and I can get together, talk about that crazy, crazy game in Vegas. That was one wild ball game, and fun to broadcast. I mean, lots of action. Boy, when you have, one player, Damian Gallegos for West Las Vegas, scored 8 touchdowns, and I guess that top in the state, number 2 in the state. He ties up with another kid from Del Norte, who was also had 8 touchdowns in a ball game, but that's the 8 touchdowns, the second most in high school football history here in New Mexico. So, okay, that's going to do it for us. So the Hilltoppers take it 3-0. We'll be back on the air on Friday night for Hilltopper football. So this is Gene Martinson, and so for Nate Limback and for John McHale and for Carol Clark. I want to thank Carol and the Los Alamos Daily Post for making all this possible. We broadcast these ball games, the audio portion. We broadcast on the audio portion of the YouTube channel. They have their own YouTube channel, and the audio portion of the YouTube channel. And then John and Nate Limback they take pictures throughout the contest and then transfer them over to the video part. So anyway, Carol Clark, we didn't know what we were going to do after the KRSN demise, but Nate and John McHale got together with Carol Clark and worked all this out. So it was very nice of them to do that and make all this possible and make it possible for us to bring you these all these high school contests. So thank you, Carol, and thank you, Los Alamos Daily Post. So that's it for us. So have a great tomorrow, everybody. You can make it even better Wednesday. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug that penguin, but the most important thing you can always do is just be excellent to each other. And night, night, my sweetie pie. I love you, honey. I miss you so, so much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hello, I'm Commander Oliver Morris with the Los Alamos Police Department. It's an exciting time to live in Los Alamos. With the increase in hiring at the lab, we've seen more motorists and visitors come to Los Alamos. But with that, we've also seen an increase in traffic. And with traffic, we also get calls of distracted driving, speeding, and sometimes aggressive driving. Please join me in reducing these calls. Our officers are going to be out in force looking for these types of driving behavior. If you see something, please call us at our non-emergency line or our emergency line. We appreciate your partnership in helping keep our community safe, and thank you.